Hello, how are you? Hello, have a seat. My
Thank you.
name is Yvette, by the way.
I'm Shelby.
Okay, how can I help you? Shelby?
I've been having a lot of problems.
With what? Would you like to share with me?
Yes.
What would you like to share?
Well, it all started about 6 months ago. I turned 18 and I decided to make the decision to move out of my mom's house. My mom is a single mother. She did everything she could. She raised me by herself, but I wanted freedom, and I wasn't getting that at home. So when I turned 18, I decided to move in with my boyfriend.
Okay.
And before that, we were really good, and then it slowly started changing, and he became very verbally abusive. He would tell me that I wouldn't go to college, and that we didn't have the money to go to college, and that he was the one who was supporting me. So if I didn't listen to him, he would kick me out of the house.
Okay.
And a few nights ago, the cops showed up because he started arguing with me, and it was very loud, and it was a noise complaint, and I screamed, and the neighbors called the police, and they showed up, and he wasn't aggressive with me, but he was aggressive with the cops, and he was taken in.
He got taken into jail, into custody.
Yes.
Okay.
So then
Okay.
I decided to stay with one of my friends for a couple of nights. I don't know when he
That's
was
good,
when he was released.
Yes.
But when I went home, this happened on Wednesday of last week.
Okay.
When I came home on on Saturday morning, everything was gone. There was no furniture. He took my photo albums. He took my scrapbooks. He took my DVDs. He took my purses. He took everything, and now I'm homeless.
You're homeless.
Yes.
Okay. And so have you tried getting a hold of him? Has he?
I've left him multiple voicemails. His phone, it'll be on once in a while, and I'll call. And there'll be times where he'll reject my call because it'll only ring like twice.
Okay.
And then it'll just go straight to voicemail. Or it won't. He won't answer.
Okay. So from what I understand is you're locked out of the apartment. Is the apartment under your name or his
It's under
name?
his name.
Okay. So really there's no access, or there's really, no place for you to live at this moment. Where have you been staying? At your friend's house?
Yes,
I
my
understand.
friend.
Okay. And all of your belongings, have you called the authorities? Have you done something to get your belongings returned to you?
No, I haven't because I don't know where he's
Okay. Okay. I wanted to ask you about your support system. Is there somebody that we can call for you? Is there? You say that your mother lives here in El Paso, and can we call her and try to include her on the situation and helping you decide what to do?
My family is very supportive, but I don't want them to know because I made the decision of moving out when I turned 18, and she told me that it wasn't a good idea, and I didn't listen to her.
Okay, I understand. I was 18 once. It was a long time ago, yes. But I can understand your point of view in wanting to leave the house and feeling a little bit worried about contacting your mother in this situation. On the other hand, I am a mother, and if my children were in some sort of need, I would really want them to call me. And so that would be first, maybe something that we would look at maybe planning. Okay, maybe a phone call to your mother or maybe another relative that you feel comfortable with. And then secondly, maybe we can provide you with some places as to where to stay in case you don't have your friend's home anymore. I don't know how secure you are at your friend's home, and so we have a list of places that you may want to look at in terms of where to stay. And then we can also provide the phone number to the authorities, or we can go ahead and help you call the authorities so that we can maybe track down your boyfriend and see if we can see if the authorities can do something about getting your belongings back. What do you think? How does that seem to you? What do you think about that?
Well, I don't know how fast would we be able to find him.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know if the authorities have any information about his workplace, if they can find him at his workplace. And so that's just something that we would have to take into, it would be a step-by-step process, calling the authorities and then following up on anything else that needs to be done with that. Right now, though, I am more concerned with your emotional state of being. How are you feeling right now? Do you feel, I'm sensing that you're a little bit nervous. Are you a little bit nervous? Are you a little bit anxious over what has taken place?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. So just understand that your feelings are normal. It is okay. It was very courageous of you to leave the environment that you were already sensing was a negative place for you to stay. The idea that that you were emotionally, verbally abused, that your boyfriend mentioned that you were not going to make it through college and things like this. This is verbal abuse. And so I just want to tell you that it was very courageous for when he at that moment got arrested, that you walked away and you found a safe haven for your for the couple of nights that you've been there at your friend's house. I really do think, and I would really like for you to consider, is having us call your parents. So, or your mother. I'm sorry, she is a single mother. Having us call your parent, your mother, and seeing what it is that she can do for us at this moment. Maybe even helping you get that police record started with for your belongings that you're kind of worried about getting back, and first and foremost getting you a place to stay with somebody in case your friend, in case you're not staying any longer. How is your relationship at your friend's house?
It's really good, except there's some nights where I can't sleep because I'll just be thinking about everything that's happened.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, her family is very welcoming. They ask me if I need anything. They include me in everything in family party, like little gatherings.
Mm-hmm.
We recently celebrated her little brother's birthday.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so there's a good relationship there. But are you planning on staying there for a long term, or?
No, just until I can get back on my feet.
Okay. Okay, so how would you feel about calling your mother at this moment and bringing her in to see what we can do?
Well, how would you react?
As a mother,
mm-hmm.
I would be grateful that my child, be it my daughter or my son, came to me in such a crisis as yours, because what is happening is you're suffering. I think that you need somebody, and I think your friend is very, very good for what she's doing for you. But I think that there's something else that you need maybe another support system besides a friend. And I'm just talking as far as getting your mother in here and seeing what she can do for you. And so I would be comfortable as a parent. I would be very, very happy, very grateful that my kids were to come to me. And I understand that you're safe at your friend's house. So maybe we just need her to come in and help us think about something, about what steps to take. What do you think? What are you thinking right now? What are you feeling right now?
I guess I feel very nervous to involve her.
Mm-hmm. That's okay.
Because I don't know how she'll react.
That's okay.
But that's really it.
You're not afraid right now, are you?
Of my mom?
Mm-hmm.
No.
You're just a little nervous about what her reaction will be.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's a normal feeling to have at this moment. Do you keep close contact with your mother?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. But you hadn't shared any of the verbal abuse that was going on?
I had a little bit, but not the whole thing.
Okay, so she has a little bit of an idea of what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I really am. I really think that having that connection brought back up with your mother. And how about your job? How is that for you?
It's very well. I'm working at the mall right now. I do part-time because I go to school during the day.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go to work right after.
Okay. So that's intact. That's going good. Okay. And would you like to find your own place eventually?
Yes.
Would you like to live with your friend? What are your plans?
I guess whichever comes first.
Okay. And that's good that you have your job and that's intact. Okay. What about your classes at the university? Are those going okay for you?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's where I spend the majority of my day, and it makes me feel better that I still have school.
Yes. And that's very good. That's a very good outlook. So, what can we interest you in as far as moving on to the next step? We can begin maybe finding a long-term plan for your place of residence, because right now I think that's the most important. I know that you have an issue with your belongings being stolen, but I would like to see what it is that what exactly are you here for? Is it because you don't feel that your living conditions are adequate?
Mm-hmm.
So you're having to move out of your friend's house eventually?
Eventually, yes.
Okay, so I would like to maybe call your mother. You're 18 and a half, correct? And so would that be an option for you, or can we interest you in other places of living?
What other places could you offer?
We do have the House of Hopes. And we have the House of Hopes. We have the Transitional Living Center. But there's a list of things that we can places. What do you think?
I think we should just call my mom
first. Okay, let's get her in here, and then we can continue to discuss places for you to stay and see what options she may have for us. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and call your mom, and we'll get that all straightened out for you. Okay. I'm so happy that you came in, and again, very courageous of you to walk out of that relationship. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.